Something huge just leaked, and if it's real, it changes everything we thought we knew about Zombies 5. Addison doesn't look like herself, and there's a new symbol behind her that fans think is a warning. Get ready, because the trailer footage that's been floating around is either the biggest leak in Disney Channel history, or the smartest fake ever made. So here's what's going viral. A 47-second clip that claims to be the first teaser trailer for Zombies 5, but it hasn't been posted by Disney. It's spreading fast through TikTok, Reddit, and even some Discord servers, and fans are divided. Some believe it's real. Others say it's fan-made, but the clip, it's surprisingly convincing. Asterisk in the video, we see Addison walking through what looks like a dark, futuristic version of Seabrook. The town doesn't have its usual bright pinks and greens, instead, it's got glowing lights, purple skies, and some sort of digital grid in the background. Right away, fans noticed, this doesn't look like Seabrook anymore. It almost looks alien. Asterisk, then, something wild happens. The screen glitches, and we see a flash of Addison with glowing red eyes, standing in front of what looks like a broken crystal tower. Behind her, there's a new logo. It's like a claw wrapped around a glowing orb. This is where people started freaking out. Some say it's a symbol for vampires. Others think it's some kind of new alien tech. But what makes it extra weird, Addison looks older, her hair is still white, but her outfit is totally different, dark, metallic, almost armor-like. Asterisk, then Zed shows up only for a second, wearing a strange suit that looks like a mix of his old football jersey and some kind of space gear. He doesn't speak, but his face looks serious. No jokes, no smile. He's holding something in his hand. But the video cuts off before we can see what it is. Asterisk, this part alone has sparked hundreds of theory posts. Was that Zed? Is Addison turning evil? Why does Seabrook look like a sci-fi city now? And most importantly, is this trailer even real? Asterisk, some fans believe it was created using AI with deepfake-style editing, voice clones, and reused sound effects from older movies. Others say it's a real internal teaser that accidentally got leaked by a tester or animator. There's even a rumor that a former Disney intern shared it before wiping their account. Nothing is confirmed, but here's what we know. The quality of this teaser is way above your average fan-made clip. The lighting, the camera angles, the editing, it all feels like Disney. Even the music sounds professionally produced. It's like a remix of the classic Zombies theme, but darker, slower, and more dramatic. Asterisk, so is it real or fake? That's what we're going to explore in the next section because there's more to this leak than just visuals. Asterisk, now, let's talk about the story leaks because if these are even half true, Zombies 5 is going to be the most intense movie in the series so far. Asterisk, according to a supposed leaked synopsis that started trending on Reddit and later showed up in a private fan group on Facebook. Zombies 5 picks up 1 year after the events of Zombies 4. Addison has fully embraced her alien powers, but there's a problem. The longer she stays on Earth, the more unstable her DNA becomes. Some fans believe this is why she looks different in the trailer. The glowing red eyes could be a sign of a transformation that's gone too far. Asterisk, the leak claims there's a new villain arriving in Seabrook, not a zombie, werewolf, or alien, but something older and more dangerous. Some users call them the Shadows. These creatures are described as ancient beings who feed on energy from hybrid life forms like Addison. That broken crystal tower we saw. That might be part of an old alien defense system buried beneath Seabrook that's been reactivated to fight the Shadows. Asterisk, but here's where it gets even wilder. Zed may be the only one who can stop the Shadows because of something inside him, not just zombie DNA, but something left behind when he touched the alien ship in the last movie. One line from the leak says, Zed is changing. And if he loses control, he becomes one of them. That's got fans thinking Zed might either become the new villain or sacrifice himself by the end. Asterisk. The synopsis also mentions a new character named Nova, a teenage girl who shows up claiming to be a timeline traveler. She warns Addison that Seabrook isn't just in danger, it's one of the last safe places left in the universe. Nova supposedly helps the team figure out that the Shadows aren't just hunting Addison, they're hunting every hybrid creature in the galaxy. That includes werewolves, zombies, and aliens. Asterisk, there's also a moment described in the leak where Addison's powers completely overload, and she ends up destroying part of the Seabrook High Stadium by accident. This leads to the town turning against her again, similar to what we saw in the first Zombies movie, but now with much bigger consequences. Asterisk, is all of this real? Maybe not, but the weird thing is, some of these plot points actually line up with what we saw in the leaked trailer. That tower, the new symbol, Addison's glow, the mysterious tone, it's all there. So either someone made a super detailed fake trailer based on this leak, or someone's telling the truth and Disney's trying to keep it quiet. Asterisk, either way. The theories keep getting deeper, and in the next section, we'll look at who's coming back to Zombies 5. And who might be joining for the first time. Asterisk, now, let's talk about the cast. Because no Zombies movie is complete without our favorite characters. And based on everything that's been leaked and rumored so far, some familiar faces are 100% coming back, while a few surprising names are being thrown into the mix. Asterisk, first off, let's get the big one out of the way. Yes, Milo Manheim and Meg Donnelly are expected to return as Zed and Addison. Several insiders who've followed Disney casting updates closely have claimed both actors have been quietly signed on for one more film. Meg was recently spotted near a soundstage used by Disney in Vancouver, and fans who follow her Instagram noticed a post she quickly deleted, showing her in a white wig and green-lit hallway that looked very much like the ones from Zombies 3 and 4. Coincidence? Maybe, but probably not. Asterisk, Milo, on the other hand, has been more secretive. He's been busy with other projects, including voice work and other Disney Plus appearances. But during a live Q&A, when asked about Zombies 5, he smiled and said, "All I can say is, the story's not over." That's enough to get fans convinced he's still part of the franchise. Asterisk, now, what about the supporting cast? Sources suggest that Chandler Kinney, Kylie Russell, Eliza Pierce, Kosa Wyatt, and Ariel Martin Winter will all make appearances, but possibly in smaller roles. The leaked plot hints that most of the film focuses on Addison, Zed, and the new threat. That means the werewolves, zombies, and aliens we know may play more of a background or resistance team type of role, instead of being the main leads like before. Asterisk, and now, for the interesting part. New cast rumors. A few leaked casting calls mentioned the need for a strong female lead. 16 to 18 years old, futuristic look, with high energy and mystery. That lines up perfectly with the rumored new character, Nova, the timeline traveler we talked about earlier. While no name has been confirmed, fans are speculating that Jenna Ortega might be in talks for a cameo or a surprise role, though nothing official has been said. More realistically, the role may go to a rising Disney Plus actress, someone from a recent series like The Villains of Valley View or Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Asterisk, another name being floated. A popular TikTok star with over 15 million followers. Number one's sure who it is, but Disney has a history of bringing in online creators to boost buzz, especially for younger audiences. So don't be shocked if you recognize someone from your For You page popping up in Zombies 5. Asterisk. There's also been quiet talk about a legacy cameo. Some fans think we could see someone from the Descendants franchise make a short appearance, especially with Disney now building a connected universe. Maybe it's nothing, or maybe Seabrook is about to become part of something way bigger. Asterisk, whatever the case, this cast is shaping up to be the most unexpected lineup in Zombies history, and it's only adding fuel to the hype fire. But what does this mean for the actual story direction? Asterisk, in the next section, we're diving deep into the fan theories because people have been connecting clues from Zombies for cryptic symbols, and Addison's backstory to predict what's really going to happen in this final chapter. Asterisk, so now that we've covered the trailer and the cast, let's get into what fans are truly obsessed with, the theories. Because if you go back and watch the ending of Zombies 4 carefully, there are hidden clues everywhere, and fans think Disney has been teasing the final twist for years. Asterisk, let's start with the last scene of Zombies 4 Addison looking up at the sky as the alien ship takes off. She touches her necklace, and for a split second, her eyes flicker with a new color. Not blue, not pink, but purple. That detail didn't seem important at the time, but now, it's being re-watched like it's part of a Marvel movie. Some fans believe this eye color change signals a fusion, a mix between alien DNA and something else inside her, maybe even shadow DNA. Asterisk, another theory says that Addison is not the only hybrid. Remember how Seabrook was always the only place where monsters and humans live in harmony? One fan theory says that's because Seabrook sits on a kind of supernatural energy zone, something that attracts creatures, but also creates them. That could explain why new monsters keep showing up. They're not all coming from space or the forest. Some of them are being born right there.